I would wish and I would call all other counties and also other hospitals also not to take coronavirus as a business, but to help our people, because it's an issue of life and death. If we give free services on corona, we will save our people. And I would wish to tell all well-wishers, help your counties also, and let each and every county give free services to its own people. And this one will resonate very well with your own people, that you came out to help them when they needed you most. And this one, you can come to Kiambu and make your case study. It is managed very well. And we have not used that route as a business, but we have used it as a way of helping life of our people.
The assembly was hit by the pandemic, where we lost one member through COVID. And the tragedy is, and I would like to say it here, when this member started feeling unwell, he suspected that he was suffering from malaria. So he went for malaria treatment. And it is very bad. I would like to advise people, don't be a doctor yourself if you are not one. If you are feeling unwell, go to the hospital, let the doctor examine you and make discover or diagnose you where you are ailing. So it's unfortunate that we lost one member, and I'm told even that even in the executive side we have lost I think 2 or 3 members of staff from the same pandemic. So this thing is real, and the only thing to combat it from our end is to observe the MOH protocols. Covid-19 is real, and I would urge people not to take chances. We have lost so many people that we know, and let's not take any chance about it. Because once it gets on you, it is easy for it to get in, but very difficult for it to get out. And that is why many people, when it gets out and they didn't realize, I may repeat myself, when now they go for treatment, it becomes impossible. So don't take any chance. Protocols, please observe them. Please observe them. It is for your good and the good of your family.
See, my name is Guru, and I'm coming from a priesthood. I was a priest in the temple. So, frankly speaking, whatever I have, until that also, if I have to give out, I will give out if I can be saving my country from COVID. I will never stop giving free oxygen until there is no COVID in the country. And there is no limit now. And I don't want to say how much, because it is impossible for us to count it. But I will continue till my lifetime if need be. But I want my people to be saved, any hospital, any part of the country, from this oxygen. It is acute shortage of oxygen in the country. People are dying. I experienced my own senior engineer died because of lack of oxygen on 29th of March. It was March, yeah, 29th of March in one of the hospital at 2:30 in the morning because of there is no oxygen. He died actually. And I decided, no way, if I can, I don't want our people to die. And we started giving to all the hospitals, and still it is going on 24/7, Monday to Sunday. We give the oxygen. We give about 1,000 cylinders every day, they feel it, and which is about 3 million shillings oxygen per day. But I have no problem to continue until COVID goes, because there is no way we can stop it. People are most of the hospitals have stopped charging to their patient for oxygen because we give it free. And that is a very good and plus point for us. And of course, Kiambu Hospital doesn't charge for the oxygen because we do provide it free of charge. But any other hospital also in the country, it is my really request and the urge that if you are getting it free from us, should be passed on to the patient. That free service should not be charged to them. And I do request to all the business community to come out and do what they can do for the country, and do what they can give back. This is the time to give, not to take. This is not time to make profit. I do request to all the community and the business community especially, see how you can do the best in this pandemic to support our Kenyans and save their life. But we have to do something to support ourselves and support the community and the government to create the jobs, because this pandemic will stay, but not forever. Maybe in a year or two it will disappear. Then another pandemic will come, is job. Will not have a job. Then, so I, as a Devki group of company, we try and continuously expand in steel and cement so that we can support the infrastructure of the country, 100% made in the country, and create the jobs.
And what was very, very clear for us, we were told that COVID did not have any cure, but the cure number one for COVID was oxygen. So we purposed to put oxygen plants in all our level 5 hospitals, those are the 3 hospitals, together with Tigoni. So as we talk, Tigoni has an oxygen tank of a capacity of 3 tons. And this was piped direct to the wards so that a patient could just get into the ward, and if you need oxygen, all you need to do is to pull. And I can tell you that that is what has assisted us up to today. Currently, we are spending about 30,000 shillings per day per patient. You know, get that right. Every COVID patient who is in our facility is actually spending 30,000 shillings per day. Largely because, as I said, 90% of them are on oxygen. And when you talk about oxygen, most of the patients are consuming about 15 liters per minute. So the 3 ton that we are talking about in Tigoni, oxygen tank, is being filled in every 48 hours. So if you can just do a quick calculation, that the average hospital stay for a COVID patient is 21 days. So for the 21 days, we are spending in excess of 600,000 shillings, 0.6 of a million, for one patient who has remained with us for 21 days. Remember, we are not charging COVID patients. All our COVID patients will walk in, they will be treated, they will leave the hospital, and they will not pay a penny for the 21 days. Now, unfortunately, this money was not budgeted for, and therefore we have to pull this money from other sources. So we pull from roads, we pull from water, we pull from agriculture and other areas that then suffer in the process. During the first wave, when there was lockdown, a lot of people found themselves with products that they could not sell. You know, you probably had 3,000 chicken laying eggs, and all of a sudden there is no market for eggs. Or you had 5,000 poultry which is ready for slaughter. But unfortunately, the hotels are closed, the eating places are closed. So a lot of people lost their lifelong earnings. They lost that business completely. But then, of course, with several help and savings from families and some support here and there, they came back. And the second wave did not hit them as much. Remember, we did not have a serious lockdown in the second wave. But then the third wave came, and we are now one of the 5 disease-infected counties. And this lockdown, again, has found those people who are just about to recover with products that they cannot sell. Your cow is still producing milk, and you are selling in establishments around Kiambu or in Nairobi. A lot of our people hawk milk in Nairobi. It's no secret, but they have found themselves without market, and now that has had a devastating blow to the livelihood of our people. So we are still trying in various ways on how we can help them. I think first is to say that it is planting season, and therefore we are now distributing seed and fertilizer worth about 50 million, so that at least they can have a crop, something to produce over the next 3 months.